Did I see you say that turquoise is the color? What's turquoise going to do?
Well, there is an energy that comes from a being called the Godhead, which is, I mean, we talk about God. The Godhead is not a guy with a beard sitting on a cloud. It is a massive spirit, the basis of all creation. And coming out from this Godhead, round all creation, through all the stars, through all the planets and everything else, is the life force known as the light. I mean, the Bible refers to the light. And within this light are various other energies which have certain gifts. And these other energies have a frequency that is the same as all the colors. And turquoise actually is the same frequency as an energy called love and wisdom. Therefore, when you wear that color, you attract it. When you wear black, you attract a color that is the opposite to love and all the things we wish to bring to the earth. But and it attracts another kind of energy, which is very
but this is very hard. This is very hard on priests and nuns, isn't it?
Well, maybe that's a sign that maybe all the truth is not in the hands of the traditional church that has been with us over all these thousands of years.
Well, now, let me get this story right. The press claim that you claim to be the Son of God. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
Yes, you see, the thing is that, it's quite funny, really. You know, 2,000 years ago, had a guy called Jesus sat here and said these same things, you would still be laughing. It's really, really funny that we've not really moved on that much. When we think, it is not a vacuum. When we think, we create an energy field. This is how telepathy works. An energy field leaves one being and other beings can tune into it and read that thought. When you think thoughts of love and wisdom and of tolerance and all the things we wish to bring to the earth, you create a certain kind of thought energy, the very same energy that the Godhead sends around creation. When you think the other thoughts of hatred, of anger, of aggression, you create a different kind of energy known as negativity, which is very, very destructive. This being called Lucifer lives off this energy. So the more that is produced on this planet, the more powerful that being becomes. Therefore, he stimulates and has stimulated this planet over 12,000 years since he's been in control to produce as much of this energy as possible.
So evil has been in control of the planet for 12,000 years?
It has been the dominating force. Evil's not the right word, it is imbalance. But it has been increasingly in control. As I repeat, survey the world, ladies and gentlemen. Is the force of love in control of this world, guiding this planet at this time? Of course not. The negativity, the thoughts that I'm talking about that are very destructive, are pouring out of this planet let me every day.
Was it a great shock for you to discover this at 38?
Well, I think the word is gobsmacked. But again, you know, the best way of removing negativity is to laugh and be joyous. So I'm delighted that there's so much laughter in the audience tonight.
But no,
but just let me say this.
They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you.
Fine.
I wanted to bring up a subject that is rarely talked about that I think deserves to be mentioned, and this is the idea of benevolent reptilians. For reasons you will understand, I'm also going to bring into focus a person named David Icke. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with the work of David Icke, who is most famous for the information he has brought to us about the reptilians. While he is nowhere near the first person to speak on the subject, he is one of the first well-known people to speak about the subject with great information and detail and bring it hard and heavy into the alternative media. Before speaking on these subjects, David Icke had previously been a professional football or soccer player, a journalist, a sports television presenter for BBC, and most importantly, Icke was one of the 4 main speakers of the Green Party in England, where he was even called the Tony Blair of the Green Party. Just before he released his book titled Truth Vibrations, David Icke resigned from the Green Party, saying he was about to be the center of tremendous and increasing controversy, getting him a standing ovation. Soon after, Icke became the subject of extreme ridicule after the release of his book and appearing on The Wogan Show.
So when something's shape-shifting, it shifts in the decoding mechanism by which we decode different energy fields. It's literally like changing a television channel. You've got the human field, which is obscuring the reptilian field because they hide behind the human field so we don't know what the hell's going on. And if I'm observing the human field, that's the prime field that I'm decoding, I will see a human. But if this becomes the prime field, suddenly, for whatever reason, I'm now decoding the reptilian field, the reptilian energy field. What is happening in my decoded system in my mind is I'm seeing a human physical form, reptilian physical form, human physical. Did you see that? The bloke's just changed into a bloody lizard. So it's in the decoding that shapeshifting takes place.
David Icke explains that with a near 50-50 split of human and reptilian DNA gives the ability to hold on to two forms, a human form and a reptilian form. Doing a search of shapeshifting on YouTube will give you many results of many well-known people, including politicians, stars, and people in the royal family bloodline, showing what appears to be some type of actual shapeshifting taking place. Once you become truly aware of this and train your eyes to look for it, you will begin to see it all the time. You won't need to do a search on shapeshifting, for all you'll need to do is watch the news and you will begin to find it for yourself. When your eyes have been trained to notice shapeshifting, you begin to realize that many in the conspiracy realm or the alternative media themselves are shapeshifters or have a high reptilian DNA in them as well. This includes many people, including Alex Jones and David Icke himself.